Hello everyone, today we need to talk about Sandrone, because a leak has just surfaced that sounds incredibly serious this time around. According to some information that popped up on HXG's channel with credit given to Full Stop Chan, it seems Sandrone is apparently set to become a playable character. And not just sometime in the distant future, but specifically sometime during the later part of the version 6.x updates. It seems like a lot of big characters are on the horizon. Looking for the best way to recharge in Genshin Impact? Lootbar.gg is the smarter choice. It works exactly like the in-game top-up, but it's way cheaper. New users get 5% off with the link in the pinned comment, and existing users get 3% off. Lootbar also has special deals on crystal packs, including the 6480 bundle, and even an all-in-one package with everything you need. See this? The regular $100 pack only costs $82 on Lootbar. The process is simple and secure. You don't need your password or login. Just enter your UID, pick your server, choose your pack, and your crystals are delivered in seconds. Players around the world trust Lootbar because it's fast, safe, and affordable. So don't waste your money, click the link in the description or pinned comment, and start saving on your top-ups today. Lootbar, safe, fast, and way more affordable. Yeah, you absolutely heard that right. Sandrone might actually be a playable character in version 6.x, but the details are what make this so much more interesting. She is allegedly labeled as a main focus character, and her reaction type is said to be something called Lunar Crystallize. I really want to break that down because the community is going wild over this new piece of information. You've got some people who are incredibly hyped, others who are pretty skeptical, and of course a whole group of people who are just turning the entire thing into memes. And it's this whole Lunar Crystallize thing that's causing most of the chaos. As we all know, Crystallize has always been Geo's unique and signature reaction. It's been in the game since launch, and I think most players would agree that it's one of the weakest reactions available. It gives you shields, sure, but when you put it up against game changers like Melt, Vaporize, or Hyperbloom, it just doesn't really stand out or have much meta relevance. So, as you can imagine, when players saw the term Lunar Crystallize, the reactions were just all over the place. Some were hyped for a potential Geo buff, some were just confused, and some immediately made it into a joke. The phrase, "Oh my god, I'm crystallizing," basically became a meme overnight. A lot of other players think that this is just going to be a simple rebrand. They're drawing a parallel to how Lunar Bloom didn't actually overhaul the Bloom reaction itself, but instead just created a separate new version of it for newer characters. And if you want to be a part of these kinds of discussions as they happen and get access to instant leaks and updates, you should definitely make sure to join our Discord server. You can also take part in frequent giveaways and just hang out with other Genshin players, including me. The link for that is waiting for you in the description. The big fear is that HoYoverse might just do the exact same thing here with Geo. They could make Lunar Crystallize an exclusive reaction for Sandrone without actually improving Geo's reaction system as a whole. If that ends up being the case, then characters like Noelle, Ningguang, and Albedo might just stay in the exact same situation they've been in for so long. But through all of this speculation, one thing seems basically certain. If this new reaction is tied to Crystallize in any way, then Sandrone has to be a Geo character. There's really no way around it. That's just how the game's reaction system works. This particular detail actually makes the whole situation pretty exciting. She could be the first major Geo DPS we've gotten since Navia, and let's be honest, Geo mains have been starving for something fresh for a long time. Navia definitely brought some much-needed energy back to the element, but even she still relies pretty heavily on specific team setups to reach her peak potential. A harbinger like Sandrone, with a potentially unique twist on the Geo formula and a main focus push from the developers behind her, could finally give the Geo element that long-awaited boost it needs. Now, when we talk about her role in the 6x lineup, this is where things get a bit more complicated. With so many other heavy-hitting characters rumored to be on the way, it's honestly a little shocking that Sandrone would be listed as one of the top priorities, especially when you consider that characters like Alice and Nicole are still waiting for their big debuts. On top of that, earlier leaks literally said that Sandrone wouldn't even be playable in version 6.x at all. So, seeing this sudden shift in information, going from not playable to a main focus character with a brand new reaction type, has definitely raised a few eyebrows in the community. It's probably best to take all of this with a grain of salt for now. Most likely, what's happening is that Hoyoverse is testing her internally, and her actual release timing could change depending on how they decide to distribute the spotlight between all the Harbingers and other lore-heavy characters. So where does that leave us right now with all of this information? Well, the safest take is that Sandrone is very likely a Geo character based purely on the mention of Lunar Crystallize. Her being a main focus character is certainly possible, but it's far from confirmed at this point. And whether or not she can actually stand out alongside huge names like Columbina, Alice, and Nicole, well, that's the real question, isn't it? I'm really curious to know what your thoughts are on all of this, so let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.